Hello class, in this tutorial I am going to show you what you need to do for problems 6.46, but it also, everything in here will extend to problem 6.48. And actually parts of 6.48 can also be extended from what you see in 6.10's video. So it should all come together right here. So 6.46, A and B are basically the same type of problem. It's asking for probability for a range, and we did this earlier in 6.10. So it's really no different. We can go to PHstat2, our probability and distributions, normal. This problem has its own set of means and standard deviations of 2 and 0.05, and so this is asking for a range of simply just what, 1.9 for A to 2, and you can give that a title if you want, and lo and behold, there's your range. So this can be easily repeated for B. Just change the range to 1.9 to 2.10. So not a big deal. So, but C is a little more tricky. Okay. Basically, we're gonna have to check a couple boxes. That's the only difference for this problem. So C is asking for below 1.9 but above 2.10. So it's not necessarily a range, but it's on one side of the left of for one value and to the right for another set of values. So again, we're going to go to probability, normal. We have our mean of 2, our standard deviation of 0.05, and then we're going to check this first box. So we want less than 1.90. But then greater than 2.10, and this was for C, and then you get the same output here. So there's our answer. There is the amount, this is the proportion between, well, lower than 1.9 or greater than 2.10. Okay, now D needs to sit by itself as well, and the only thing you really got to recognize here, because it's asking for 90, how much soft drink is contained in 99% of the bottles. So again, this is similar to what we did in 6.10. You have to subtract that 0.99 from 1 to get your 1%, and that's what we're going to enter in simply. And this should all be the same, what you're used to seeing for a cumulative. And we'll put 1 in here, our mean, our standard deviation, and this was for D. So there's our X value, 1.88 ounces. Now E is tricky, and it's very similar to 6.48D. So let's look at that for a second. The key word in this problem is symmetrically distributed, and this is not crystal clear, and I don't want to get into too much detail here but we're talking about the normal curve, and we're talking about values around 99%. So really, okay, so it's similar in concept. We subtract it from 100, however you want to do it. But this is what we also have to do. We got to take that value and divide it by 2. So in 6.46, we have a value of 1.1%. We need to split that. So we get 0.5, and then we need to add that 0.5 to our target value of 99. But then we also have to look at the other side of the curve, which is 0.5. And then we just need to take those values and then plug them into PHstat2 for 2 separate cumulative percentages. So again, PHstat, probability, normal, plug in, and I have this over here, so we've done this a couple times already, your mean standard deviation, do the cumulative percent for 99.5, you'll get that. Do it again, 4.05. Okay, those will give you the two values that the problem is asking for. And likewise for 6.46D, it's the same logic and formula. Take that 80%, subtract it from 100, you get 20. Divide it by 2, you get 10. So you need to use values of 10 and 90. And repeat that process. That's it. That should get you covered for the week.